Microscope, microscope, microscope show.
Microscope, microscope, microscope show. Microscope, microscope.
Welcome back to Microscope.
Show.
And today, Brent, what do you think we're going to look at?
The Bears.
I got this hat. It's a corduroy hat. You got your classic snapback. And let's take a look.
And I'm really
It's
actually...
old, too. It's very vintage. This is from probably the 80s, and the corduroy is kind of worn out.
I'm very curious about the corduroy.
Let's look at the
What does corduroy look like up close?
Are we on 1000X here?
Yes,
Here
we
go.
are. Okay,
I want to see those grooves.
The grooves, yeah.
So those are the corduroy. The white part is the deeper. I'm trying to see if I can get
An angle.
an angle. I thought it would be a little more
Defined.
defined. Well, like I said, it is worn out. Whoa, what happened? Oh.
Right.
Look down, kind of like look at it as a landscape.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's interesting that the corduroy, is just not as prominent when you look at it so close,
So now we're gonna look.
It's just as...
That's kind of zoomed in there. Let me see here. Like 1000X.
Oh, wow, that is so
When
close.
you get really close, it's just.
So there's a sort of patterned weave that is for, part of it, and then the other part is not.
That is the channel, the deep part, and then here's the corduroy fuzz hill. There's the hill.
Oh, it is?
That's the hill.
Oh, I thought it was that. That's the groove. That's not the groove?
No, that's the hill. See? You zoom out. You'll see that that's the hill.
Oh, no. It seems to me that the woven sort of part are the hills.
Well, that is not the case. That is the deep part, and then the fuzzy part is the raised corduroy part.
Oh, I guess it is, isn't it? Huh, that's such a weird optical illusion to
And
me.
here's there's the S of the Bears. Embroidered. Is that what it's called? Embroidered.
Looks like
Stitched.
hay.
There's the O from the Chicago. Here's the bear's face. I mean, once you're in this close, it's just stitching,
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of crazy that they can do that,
Yeah. How do
How do they do
people
that?
how do people work on such a micro level?
And how did they first invent corduroy?
So that's so weird. I can't. It's hard for me to see. I know
You
that.
see the channels in the hills, right? The
So-
valleys in the hills.
But yeah, but to me it's weird because I'm seeing it as though the lighter part is the part that's sticking out. That's how I'm seeing it.
That's incorrect.
I know. That's just, yeah.
Okay, look at this. This is the snapback part.
Huh. Yeah.
That's those little dots. I have a big head, so I only do about 2 or 3.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
So
usually
you can
do
look at the inside of the hat here. It's got like a
a
lining.
mesh. You got a
of
mesh.
a mesh. I don't know if this is like a sweat protector or what purpose this serves, but
Huh.
look how complicated those knots are too.
Yeah.
And a machine's probably going like just making it like
It's just machine made, huh?
just the machine is just making these like a million knots a second or something.
The machine works for the man.
It's kind of like Terminator.
It's kind of like Terminator Dark Fate.
Which we saw last night. And we both loved it. Especially Brent. Now look, this part here, if you look at it on the naked, it almost looks like it's just it's nothing. But when you look at it close, you can see that even that is weaved.
He was joking about that, by the way. I'm not saying what I'm not saying what I thought about it. But he was joking.
Why don't you reveal what you thought about it? You don't say.
You don't say.
Look, for me, I was entertained. That's all I'm gonna say. It's an entertaining movie.
And as for me,
I'm glad I saw it, and I'm not gonna need my money back.
all I'm gonna
Although
say.
it was expensive. These prices nowadays. Look at that. Look, the little mini rope down the center.
What you do? But
You
maybe.
know what that mini rope is? That's thread. You see how it goes in the slot
Uh-huh.
and then out? That thread is holding it on. That middle rope.
I see.
Look at the back of the. There's a different kind of stitching on the back, on the inside of the hat. This is the opposite side of the corduroy. You know, this is the part you don't want to see.
This is the part
This
you
is the
don't
part-
want your kids seeing.
This is the part that they don't want you to see. This is the inside of the hat. Now, okay. There's a
label?
little label here. And here's something interesting. Made in the USA, Brent. You don't see that anymore. When was the last time a hat was made in the USA?
American Apparel?
Probably not a long. Did they do hats?
Probably.
Oh, here's the label. No, it's all old and
It's
worn.
so scratched
but-
up and stuff.
Let's see what this little tiny. There's text here. International Union. Look, there's like writing.
Oh yeah, what is that? Say. Pig?
Oh, QFG Studio?
Oh, that is studio, isn't it? Or is it? Actually, I wonder if from the naked it's easier.
Manufacturing Studio, MFG Studio.
Is it maybe easier to see with the naked?
I have to take my glasses off. You see it there?
Let me see it.
It's that. Well,
Looks
no,
like-
now it looks like something completely
It
different.
kind of just looks like a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
It's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Now here's the NFL logo worn off.
Huh. So you
Look at
really
that. That's
see
really.
it. The label is a stitched
Oh,
piece
it's
of fabric.
It's printed on the
fabric.
yeah the fabric, and then
And the print
it's
is
just
worn
been
off.
worn. You know, people have been proudly wearing this Bears hat for
And
decades. My
and
dad.
this
he
is
gave
from
it-
your dad.
He gave me this hat. Yeah.
This is your hat as a child.
No, he just gave it to me like a month ago.
Oh, and he was wearing it for a long time.
He must have been wearing it since day one.
Your dad is a Bears fan.
Still is.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a corduroy hat.
Hey, well, you know what? While we're at it, let's get Trevor's corduroy. Well, might as well, since we're on the subject of corduroys.
Trevor, you want to just come here and stand, and I'll just film it off your pants?
Yeah, for sure.
Trevor's wearing some corduroy pants, and they're a different thick.
They're thicker and they're newer, obviously.
thicker corduroy. Ooh.
Whoa.
See, look at that. See that big fuzzy part? That's the part that's raised up.
Oh, yeah.
And the stitched part is what's down.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if I can get like a landscape view here.
Do it on his crotch. No, I'm just kidding.
Now you can kind of see the corduroy more
Mhm.
here. It's
Oh, yeah.
fuzzy. It's like
Yeah, it looks
it's
like
like
hair.
fuzzy.
Oh, so the
And
part
then-
that sticks out's fuzzy. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Trevor, you gotta look up where they
So this is
where
what-
they invented corduroy or what's up
I
with it.
will.
Yeah, this is actually much more. This is easier to see for me to see. So the stitch part is the
Yeah.
the valley. So that's interesting because basically what they do is it's some sort of wool or something, right? And they basically do it by just making it tighter. They tighten it up to make it so that it creates a pattern. They tighten in
There's no way to
between.
know.
Well,
That could be one. That's one theory. But we don't really know.
I wonder how it starts, though. You know, I wonder if it starts as one just, wool fabric thing, and then they have some sort of, thing that it goes
They
through that
stitch in between.
stitch in
to-
between,
to
yeah.
make the channels.
Yeah.
Here's a new. Let's look at this real quick. Here's a new part of the corduroy that's like a part of the hat that's not really worn. It's not really worn down at all.
It's weird when we look at it on this hat. it's harder for me to see the lighter parts as the hills. You know, I mean, I know it seems like the lighter parts of the hills on this.
Well, now the hills are kind of lighter on this angle, but well, there you have it. That's corduroy.
Well, that's corduroy. Thank you, Trevor, for lending us your leg.
And we'll see you at the Bears game this winter and all the way to the Super Bowl. And we'll see you next week on Microscope Show. Thanks, Brent.
Microscope, microscope, microscope show.
Microscope.